Ladies and gentlemen, strap in because today the Hogwash Report is going full transmedium. This isn't tinfoil hat season. This is May 2026, and three major stories just dropped in the same week that make the old weather balloon excuses look like kindergarten finger paint. We're talking a retired Navy Rear Admiral, former head of NOAA, mind you, flat out declaring that a higher order non-human intelligence is directing these things. We're talking thousands of mysterious underwater objects lighting up U.S. coastlines like a pinball machine. And we're talking the Japanese government openly admitting it holds its own UAP data and video footage and is preparing to release some of it, within national security guardrails, of course. I'm Dr. Hogwash, and this is the episode where we stop whispering and start connecting the dots. Grab your coffee or your tinfoil, and let's dive in. First up, retired Rear Admiral Tim Gallaudet. This isn't some retired pilot with a blurry cell phone video. This is a guy who commanded the Naval Meteorology and Oceanography Command, ran NOAA, and has been read into the classified programs. On May 14th, he sat down with Tommy Lahren and dropped what can only be described as a thermonuclear truth bomb. Quote, "I know we are aware of higher order non-human intelligence that direct the movement of these phenomena." He went further. He's seen the data videos, objects that slip from the ocean into the atmosphere and back again with zero visible disturbance to the sea surface, at speeds and maneuverability that make our best hypersonic toys look like paper airplanes. No sonic booms, no cavitation, no visible propulsion, just seamless. Gallaudet was careful. He said he hasn't personally seen an alien, and he doesn't love the word extraterrestrial because we don't actually know where or what they are. But the performance characteristics, the intelligent control, the people who have been fully briefed have reached the same conclusion he has. Something smarter than us is piloting these things. Folks, when a flag officer with that resume says the quiet part out loud on national television, the Overton window just got kicked into low Earth orbit. This isn't disclosure by committee. This is a guy who spent decades in the system saying the system knows more than it's telling. Which brings us to story number 2, hot off the New York Post on May 14th. The Enigma Labs UFO tracking app, crowdsourced, nonpartisan, now the largest public database on the planet, has logged roughly 30,000 sightings since 2022. But here's the part that should keep every admiral, submariner, and coastal mayor awake at night. Over 9,000 of those are underwater or within 10 miles of U.S. shorelines and major bodies of water since just last August. 500 of them inside 5 miles. More than 150 caught hovering, diving, or rising out of the water. California and Florida are lighting up the board. Clusters around naval bases, shipping lanes, energy infrastructure. These aren't your standard orbs in the sky reports. These are unidentified submersible objects, USOs, moving at speeds and making turns that would turn a Virginia-class sub into scrap. High-speed direction changes underwater, transmedium jumps, the works. And guess who's already on record about this exact threat? The same Admiral Gallaudet. He's been warning that our oceans, 95% unexplored, are the perfect hiding spot, and these objects are operating in all-domain superiority while we're still playing catch-up. One 2019 Pentagon video he references shows an object buzzing the USS Omaha before plunging straight into the Pacific like it was diving into a backyard pool. Pilots, radar, sonar, FLIR, all corroborated. The expert they quoted in the Post, Kent Heckenlively, put it bluntly: the government is either hiding the ball or doesn't fully know what's going on. Either way, sunlight is the best disinfectant. And just when you thought the week couldn't get weirder, Japan. On May 8th, the Pentagon began releasing a fresh tranche of UAP files, 160 documents, including video shot near Japan in 2023 and 2024. One screenshot shows a football-shaped object. Tokyo's response? Chief Cabinet Secretary Minoru Kihara stepped to the podium on May 11th and said, in polite diplomatic Japanese speak, that they are analyzing the U.S. data with great interest, coordinating with Washington, and, here's the key line, they possess their own UAP data and video footage. Public disclosure, he said, will begin on a case-by-case basis within the limits of national security. Translation, Japan just went from, we don't comment, to, yes, we have files too. Stay tuned. This is huge, because when a major U.S. ally with advanced sensor networks and a front-row seat in the Pacific starts opening the books, even a little, it signals the dam is cracking globally. So let's do what we do on the Hogwash Report. We connect the dots without leaping to conclusions, but we also refuse to look away. 3 stories, same week. A decorated admiral says non-human intelligence is in the driver's seat. Thousands of USOs are mapping our coastlines like they own the place. A close treaty ally admits it's sitting on its own data and is preparing to release some. The pattern is no longer deniable. These objects operate in the one domain we least control, the ocean, and they do it with technology that laughs at physics as we understand it. They show up near military assets, they don't ask permission, and now senior officials are saying the quiet part out loud. Is it scary? Sure. Is it also the most important story of our lifetimes? Absolutely. Because if even a fraction of this is true, everything changes. Energy, propulsion, philosophy, religion, national security, the works. But here's my Dr. Hogwash pledge to you. I'm not here to sell you little green men or government lizard people. I'm here to demand the raw data, the sensor logs, the unredacted briefings. The public paid for this technology. The public has a right to know what's sharing our planet. Admiral Gallaudet, Enigma Labs, and now Japan are forcing the issue. The age of trust us is over. The age of show us has begun. That's the Hogwash Report for today. If you're seeing USOs in your backyard, if you're a whistleblower with data, or if you just want to scream into the void with the rest of us, hit the comments, tag me, send the tips. I'm Dr. Hogwash. Stay curious, stay skeptical, and for the love of all that's holy, keep watching the skies and the seas. We'll see you next time when the next shoe drops, because at this rate, it's dropping by the hour.